Hey everyone, it's Edyn, and I'm standing here looking like Thanksgiving dinner and all of the fixings to tell you guys what I'm eating for Thanksgiving. I thought about coming on here and doing like all of the mock turkey taste tests to let you guys know which one is the best, but honestly, I can't care about those. Everything for me is about the sides on Thanksgiving. So I'm going to show you guys two of my favorite sides, well, sort of. One favorite side and one dessert. Give you the recipe. There's going to be so many vegan Thanksgiving recipes. I thought I'd just show you like my two specialties. The first thing is cornbread dressing and the second thing is a pumpkin pie, which I made 3 years ago, and you guys were like, are there marshmallows on that pumpkin pie? And I was like, why yes, there are, because I just combined my two favorite things, which are candied yams and pumpkin pie, and just made them one thing. So I'm going to show you those two things today. Today I did partner with my friends over at Thrive Market. If you don't know a lot about Thrive Market, I'm going to give you the short version. Thrive Market is an online retailer on a mission to make healthy living affordable and accessible for everyone. You pay similar to what you would pay for a Costco membership to gain access to their goods, which are 25 to 50% below retail. And for new members, Thrive Market, in my audience, Thrive Market is offering 25% off of your first order, as well as a 30-day free trial. Kind of try it before you buy it, so you can see if it fits into your lifestyle and see if you really like what they have to offer. They have so many additional perks for already existing members. You just hit the deals tab and you can get tons of deals if you are already a Thrive Market member and you signed up through me. They have something this year called a very vegan Thanksgiving, and they're doing a lot of giving this Thanksgiving, and I'll tell you more about that at the end of the video. But I want to show you what's in this very vegan Thanksgiving kit because I'm going to be using it for some of my recipes. The first thing is the Namaste mac and cheese, which I've heard a lot of good things about. I'm going to test it out myself so you guys can see what you think. I think that this kit would be amazing if you're in college or you're just a single person or a couple and you just want something that's kind of put together. You don't have to do a whole lot of work. And this is the Italian herb crusting. So you can crust tofu with this. You could crust cauliflower in this and roast it. This would be really yummy on like Gardein, the chicken or turkey scallopini things. I think it's the chicken scallopini. If you crusted it in this and had that as your like main, that would be really yummy. Brownie mix, because who doesn't love brownies? This is Namaste Foods as well. A huge bag of pecan halves. Huge. This is expensive, but not on Thrive. It is really affordable when you get this kit. And then a bag of pumpkin seeds, which I'm going to use because I'm going to give out little mini pumpkin loaves for Thanksgiving. So I'm going to use these as toppings. And then cornbread. This is the Bob's Red Mill cornbread. I'm going to be using this for my cornbread stuffing, mushroom gravy. For this video, I'm going to be using this because I'm lazy and I don't want to make my own. And then 2 cans of pumpkin. One which I'm going to use for my pumpkin loaves. I still have to perfect that recipe, so I'm not going to show you it right now. But then 1 can which I'm going to use for my pumpkin pie, which I'm going to show you now. And it's so simple to make. So half a cup of brown sugar into the blender. We also need a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. This is going to thicken up our pie. Cup of cornstarch. 1 full can of pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling. And the one from Thrive is organic, if that's something that's on your heart. So 3/4 of a cup of canned coconut milk, a 1/4 cup of maple syrup, just a dash of ginger. I'd say probably 2.5 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. I'm just gonna eyeball it. You can not do this if you don't want to. Not eyeball it, like actually measure it. And just a little bit of vanilla. Go ahead and give this a blend. Oh, it smells so good. So I'm just gonna add this into a pre-made pie crust. And I'm gonna put it down so I can get everything out. And it's gonna go into the oven on 350 for about an hour. I'd say check it at 50 minutes. And then, you know, see if it needs to come out. And then after it cooks, it will need to chill overnight. So this isn't a same day pie. So make this the night before and then it'll be ready in the morning for Thanksgiving. It can go just like this into the fridge, but I am extra. So I just add marshmallows on the top and then just kind of smooth it out. I don't add them the next day because if you don't add them while they're hot, they won't stick to the top. So you could put these on all beautiful if you're, you know, that kind of person. That's not me, so I'm just gonna put them around so that they cover the whole thing. If you put them on the next day, they won't stick to the top and they'll fall off when you're trying to cut it. But if you put them on now, it kind of becomes one layer with the pie, so it won't come off. These are just Dandy's marshmallows. And then I like to add some chopped pecans to the top. And these don't burn in the broiler, so don't worry. Because they're not in there very long. It's literally less than like 3 minutes just to get them a little bit browned and bubbly. You could use a torch if you wanted to, if you didn't want to use the broiler. Just pop those on top like so. And we have our pie ready to chill in the refrigerator overnight. Oh my gosh, isn't she beautiful? She's beautiful. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this Bob's Red Mill cornbread mix. This is the same one I used last year. I'm just gonna make it according to the package directions. It calls for 2 eggs. Last year I used flax seeds and that works perfectly, a flax egg. But this year I'm gonna be using the vegan egg, which I got from Thrive Market as well. So it's really good for baking. The only thing about the vegan egg is, well, it's disgusting by itself. So for me, it's only good for like baking and coating things. But I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up, get it in the oven, bake it up. Just follow exactly what it tells you to do here. It's really easy. And then I'll show you how to make this stuffing after that. I'm gonna get this in the oven. Fun fact, I hate cornbread, hate it. But I love cornbread stuffing, but you'll never catch me eating a piece of cornbread. I think I tried a piece last year for the first time in like years. And I was like, this is okay, but I don't get all the hoopla. I'm not putting a piece in my chili anytime soon. But yeah, into the oven this goes. Now for the actual recipe, you're gonna need 3 to 5 celery sticks, half an onion, bell pepper if you please. I'm not using bell pepper this year, I'm just gonna use celery and onions. Sage and thyme are my spices of choice. You can use ground, but I prefer using fresh. I like to see the fresh going all throughout my stuffing. Vegan butter to saute it in, and then some kind of really good broth. You can make a mushroom broth, which is what I did last year, but this year I'm using the not chicken bouillon cubes. Let me show you them. There we go. This is the brand that I like. After our cornbread's done and cools for maybe just about 15 or 20 minutes, just so that it's cool enough for you to handle it, it doesn't need to be like completely cooled. We'll start on like the filling part of the stuffing, and then we'll get our pie under the broiler. Ooh, the sage smells so good. So I have some sage here and some thyme, which are my 2 herbs of choice for this. And then you'll need salt and pepper to taste as well. Half an onion, 3 stalks of celery. I'm gonna start chopping, hopefully this, I'm gonna bring you guys down just a little bit. Hopefully this onion doesn't decide to be an a-hole and freaking burn my eyes off. So I'm just pulling off these backwards off the stem like Rachel Ray taught me many years ago. All right, finally got my freaking thyme peeled. That takes a lot of time. Get it? Okay, I'm done. So I'm gonna chop my sage. I love sage. Like, put a sage brown butter on anything and I'll eat it. It's so freaking good. And I'm just gonna chop my herbs together really quick. It's gonna release some of the oils. Make sure that it infuses into our oil really well. I'm gonna go ahead and cut into my onion. Into the oil.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time.
Alright, in goes the celery. I'm gonna go ahead and put my herbs in too. So we've got everything going over here. I'm just gonna add a little bit of vegan butter for flavor and then let this cook down for about 5 minutes or so. Okay, our veggies are about ready and I went ahead and cubed up our cornbread. Full disclosure, this is not all of the cornbread. There's one row, there's one like teensy little row left. Sometimes it fits, sometimes it doesn't. This is a little bit smaller of a pan than I usually make. So I went ahead and just decided not to put it. So I'm gonna put 2 of these bouillon cubes into a measuring cup. And I'm gonna put 3 cups of water. And I'm just gonna put this in the microwave to get it to dissolve. All right, I have all my broth here. I just put it all in one thing. I just may not use it all. So I try to like scoop from the bottom and get the veggies in there because I don't want any leftover veggies. But last year, a lot of you guys were saying you've tried to make cornbread dressing before, but it gets too mushy. And I think the key is what I'm gonna do now is I'm kind of just gonna press it into the liquid. Over mixing is how it becomes like that super soupy dressing. So if you want it to like bake up and still be a little bit dense so that you can scoop it out and it's not like basically ice cream, hot ice cream, just push it down in and make sure that everything's submerged, but don't like stir it. So this pressing thing has worked for me. I thought I need a harder thing. I was using this for my veggies, but it's not hard enough. There we go. There we go. Something wooden. Can really get down in there. So it's kind of your desired consistency. If you like a denser cornbread stuffing, if you like a super runny one, you can add more, but just don't go too far because then you just end up with corn soup. You don't want corn soup or hot ice cream like I described it 10 seconds ago. So for me, I think this is probably close to enough liquid where a lot of it's going to cook out, but it's still going to be nice and moist. You could definitely do this in a separate bowl if you wanted to, but I like to not clean multiple dishes. Oh, this looks really good. I could probably fit those last 4 pieces in here. Probably, but I don't want to overdo it. Because it is kind of high. Yeah, I think I'm going to use just a little bit more liquid. Since this is very strong, I don't need any more salt. I want to show you what it looks like right now. See? It's not like soupy. It's still kind of got some texture. I'm going to add just a little bit more liquid since some of it does cook out. Try to get all those veggies too. You can always add more, say it with me, but you can't take it away. So be patient. Don't just dump it in because you want to. I feel like 3 cups might be the perfect amount for this because I made 3 cups and it's getting close to how I like it. I have Miyoko's right here. You can use Earth's Balance. I'm just gonna put a few pats on top. It'll help it brown up. So what it looks like, you can see it's not like sopping out of the pan. Still nice and solid, but it has a good amount of liquid. Let's go ahead and put this into the oven. I'll see you guys in about 30 minutes. I'm going to heat up or cook up this Namaste mac and cheese that I got from Thrive Market, and also the mushroom gravy because I'm gonna be lazy today. And I will see you guys once everything is done. So let's get some of that stuffing. Oh yeah. So here we have it, world-class pumpkin pie, my amazing cornbread dressing, and I'm using the Namaste mac and cheese. I gotta tell ya, it has an amazing flavor, but it's just not creamy enough. I love brown rice pasta, so that's all good. It just needs to be creamier. I'm just wondering if now I'm gonna be tired of stuffing by the time Thanksgiving gets here. Yum. Last but not least, a piece of pie. I'm gonna put a marshmallow on top, so that's how I like it. Highly recommend both. The gravy is actually really good. I just added a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of bouillon. It's very good. A good balance of homemade and a little bit of help. Take help and shortcuts when you can to make holiday cooking especially stress-free. With Thanksgiving upon us, I do want to talk just a little bit about Thrive Gives. Thrive, on an everyday basis, I talk about in every Thrive video, they give one-to-one membership. So for every membership purchase, they give to a family in need, a school teacher, a veteran, or a first responder. A lot of the time we can't visualize giving, but people in our actual community here that watch these videos have been able to get memberships through Thrive. And in addition to that, they do a lot of things for the community, for disaster relief, for Hurricane Harvey, Florence, and Michael. Between the three, they donated over $30,000 and 15,000 pounds of food to people in need during the disasters. Thrive Market's also the anchor sponsor for Big Sunday, which is a Thanksgiving food drive. They give, I think it's 3,000 meals to families in need throughout Los Angeles. So they're doing a ton to help through the holidays, doing extra for Thanksgiving, for community, for disaster relief, and every single day. So they're a great company to support. Don't forget, you can get 25% off of your first order, plus a 30-day free membership. If you follow this, you know, you can type in this thing right here, or there's a link down below. I want to thank you again, Thrive, for sponsoring this video. I hope that you guys got some good recipes for Thanksgiving and that you'll check out the Very Vegan Thanksgiving kit. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go finish this bad boy, you know, with my friends, the devout Christians of Lockup. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, remember to keep an open mind, keep an open heart, practice unconditional compassion, and don't take shit from anyone. I love you guys endlessly, and I hope you love yourselves even more. Have a fantastic Thanksgiving feast. I was just doing a quick cleanup, and I did want to mention that I forgot to talk about that they're doing a savings donation for Thanksgiving. So if you're a member and you go in and you purchase, you can donate a portion of your savings to a low-income family, and it goes straight to their carts. So it's a way to like directly give without being at the grocery store and being like, do you want to round up for such and such charity? This is a more direct way to do it. So I did want to mention that as well.